Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years. We're dedicated to delivering quality auto parts, expert customer service, fast and free shipping, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So visit us at 1aauto.com, your trusted source for quality auto parts. If you do raise and support your vehicle, you'll want to put your floor jack underneath, and you'll want to support the rear end. Just take some of the pressure off the shocks. Bottom bolt, really easy, you can see it here. I'm going to spray it with some rust penetrant. The top bolt, they've actually given you a pretty nice access hole here. I'm going to spray it as well. And you'll need a 14mm wrench, and we'll see how well it comes apart. You'll probably need another adjustable wrench to hold the top of the shock. We've put a pair of locking pliers on the shaft of the shock, and then using a 14mm wrench, let's start loosening up the nut. 19mm nut and 18mm bolt. Hold the bolt with the wrench, and this one comes off pretty easily. If your shock's worn out, this is going to come apart pretty easy. Just note that if your shock is still in good shape, and ours are actually still pressurized, we're just doing this to show you, but once you take this bolt out, the shock's going to kind of go down a little bit, and since it's not hooked up on top anymore, it's going to want to fall down. So just hold the shock. You have to use your wrench, kind of turn it while you're pulling on it. Okay, pull the bolt out. Shock comes down, and get the washer and bushing from the top as well. Original shock from the vehicle, new shock from 1A Auto. Original shock is still pressurized, so it's still doing its job, but one issue you can see here is the bushing is out of round, so that's going to cause rattling and shaking. The top bushings are pretty worn out. New shocks from 1A Auto, they come with a shipping protector. Just compress the shock, pull off the strap and cap, and then you can let the shock expand. And new shock, exactly like the old shock, comes with the new hardware on top. The bushing here on the end is very worn out. New one from 1A Auto is actually, looks like it's a little bit thicker than this original one, and function just like the original. And we're showing you on the left side. Obviously the right side's the same. You can see a big difference here. This mounting bracket is nice and straight. That's how it should be. This mounting bracket over here, we're gonna complete the repair to show you, but this needs to be replaced. They must have gone off-road or something and hit the shock mount. It's quite common, but it's bent. And really should be fixed and replaced. If you don't fix it and replace it, you're going to end up wearing out your shock prematurely. But given all that said, we'll still show you how to mount it. Put your shock in place, put the bolt in, and because it's bent, we're going to have to do a little bit of torquing to get the bolt through. Bolts through. So then we take our upper bushing and washer. Washer goes on first, and then the shouldered side of the bushing goes up. And then we can push the shock down and compress it. And put it up into place. And just let the gas pressure push it right up in. washer, start the nut on at the bottom. And then on the top, we'll put the bushing on first with the shoulder down, and then the washer and nut. So we'll hold on to our shock and use our 14mm ratcheting wrench to tighten up the nut. And you basically just tighten it down until it stops. And that compresses the rubber bushings. And I'm just going to tighten this up preliminarily. We're going to lower it down on the ground and get it into ride position. Now we can let our jack down. And again, we'll replace both sides. We're just showing you one to show you the process. And let it down. Make sure all the weight's on the vehicle. So with the vehicle down in its ride position, tighten up the lower bolt and nut. Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.